over the past 2 months, I've listed about 6,000 items on eBay and also have sold on Whatnot. We do about 3 times 4, 12 streams a week. So figure 48, 50 streams a month. So 50 streams, 50 streams. So we have about 100 streams over 2 months, 50 streams a month. And we also listed around 6,000 items on eBay. Now, what's better, eBay or Whatnot? And I've really tried eBay 20 different times, all different formats, or all different models. And I keep coming out with Whatnot ahead by a landslide. Let me show you the numbers. So in the last 31 days, we did about 31,000 in sales, 24,000 net. And that's for eBay. Now, yeah, we're up 50%. We're up 40%. We sold 2,400 items. Our average sale price is 13. Everything looks good. Everything's on the up and up. And I think if we continue to list, these numbers will continue to grow. But on Whatnot, over the past month, we did about 58,000 in sales and we sold 16,000 items. Now, this is a tiny bit over a month, a few days over a month, but you get the idea. This is so many more items, so much more value. Now, here's the thing. The quality of the items that were on eBay were a lot higher. I took all of our quality and expensive stuff and put it on eBay, and all of the low end stuff and put it through Whatnot, which just blows my mind. And Whatnot still completely outperformed. Even for the high end niche stuff, I figured out ways to get close to market value on Whatnot. You don't have to deal with storage. You don't have to have large racks and boxes everywhere. You don't have to deal with nearly as much customer service. On eBay, you have to deal with a lot more customer service, where on Whatnot supports and helps you. They have a whole customer support staff that deals with everything from shipping to payment issues and everything. They give you the shipping label. You don't even have to deal with that. And if you don't want to, on eBay, there's also the listing process. Like we were only able to list 6,000 items and sell 2,400. And on Whatnot, we were able to sell 16,000 items. And that was, we have 2 employees and 2 employees. So it's basically an even amount of work was put into eBay and Whatnot. So 2 full-time people and 2 full-time people. And Whatnot just completely outperforms. It's just faster in all aspects. And even those high-end niche items, $50, $100, $200 items, I figured out many ways, I'm not going to share them right now, of how to move them on Whatnot at close to market value. And think about this. If you list something for $100, it doesn't sell in a month, you reduce it by 10, 20%. Now it's $80. And then you take a best offer for like maybe 60 the month after that. So it took you 2 months to get something that you thought was worth 100. You sold it for 60. You had to list it, photos, and let it sit. On Whatnot, you could have got $50 in 15 seconds of effort. And I would much rather take that, reinvest that to the business. You could have even gotten $60, $80 because there's a lot of items that go for more on Whatnot. I'm discovering there are so many items I'm putting on eBay to try to build an asset and build a listing that sells over time. And I'm realizing they're just selling for more on Whatnot. It's crazy. And this is coming from somebody. I've sold over 1 million items on Whatnot so far across multiple accounts. And I've sold a few 100,000 items on eBay in my career. And so I'm seasoned in both, that I'm telling you guys. eBay is great for some things, but if you know how to do Whatnot, it is far superior. It definitely takes a different skill set and different strategy, but if you could figure it out, it is definitely worth the while. Another thing is the picking and shipping process is 1,000 times easier. eBay's, even if you use, like we use ShipStation, but eBay's internal shipping system is very clunky, annoying, and it's really annoying to combine orders. It's, everything has to load multiple times. Whereas on Whatnot, you hit a button and it prints out all the labels for you in order. If you sell 500 items, let's say, and everything's numbered 1 through 500 and you keep them in order and you put them on a table, and now you have shipping labels that come out, and you can look at the pick list and you could just pick and everything's right there. Whereas on eBay, you got to kind of walk back and forth for each order and look through, not to mention when you're putting them away, not to mention when you're adding to quantity, you got to put those away. So you got storage, you got picking, you got shipping. All of those take longer. Even with all the improvements and efficiencies that we've made, eBay still lags as far as shipping speed. Whatnot probably about doubles that, and there's room for improvement. So everything said and done, conclusion is, by far, Whatnot is the way to go. We are not even scratching the surface. I could show you some numbers from the past, but you know, we sold cards yesterday, games, and another card stream. We're selling like low end Dragon Ball Japanese cards, and we're using now price buckets. There's so many little strategies that you can use. I'll go over in another video all the different strategies and business models on Whatnot. There's so much more flexibility. And I'll also go over all the things that actually worked on eBay, and it works. eBay works, and eBay is definitely viable for many different markets, for all markets, really. It's just, if you're going to compare a competent Whatnot streamer and Whatnot, and also a competent eBay lister, also looking at the trends, is live stream growing or is eBay keeping up with the times and growing? eBay's been stagnant at best. They're either shrinking or they're stagnant. They're not innovating. They're not doing what they need to do. They're out of touch. They try live streaming. Everything is late and not done well. It's one thing if you're going to be late and then you're going to do it better. They're late and they're worse. Whatnot is coming out with features on a monthly basis. Definitely, they have a Discord where you could speak directly with their staff. I have a personal rep. I'm not even that big of a seller. I have a personal rep we meet up with on a weekly basis. There's so many more amazing things that Whatnot does. Now, Whatnot's not perfect. They go once a week. We're having like lag issues or kicked out of the stream. We had to restart a stream a few times for shipping issues, all sorts of stuff. Doesn't come without its issues, but it's just far superior when it comes to innovation plus the trend. The trend is definitely going towards live stream. You look at social media selling, and what TikTok, with the revenue TikTok's able to bring in with their social media selling, and Whatnot fits right in there. Whether or not Whatnot is going to be that main player, it is right now a main player, and it is growing a lot faster than eBay. If anything, eBay's shrinking. And yeah, so that's it. In conclusion, my opinion, Whatnot, far superior across many levels. And if you know what you're doing, you can get the same, if not more money for many items if you play your cards right. It's the same thing though. It takes a while to build up. And in some other videos, I'll go over some strategies. I just made a video, the previous one, about how to sell your first item on Whatnot and what kind of strategies you should be using. So go check that out.